You sure you can handle the big talk? You sure you can handle the advice I'm getting ready to give you? No, I don't think you can handle it. You can't even do the small stuff. You can't even do the things that have been in your control. I think I'm wasting my time giving you the big talk. That's the topic of this video. Simply, it's advice. Let me tell you where this comes into play at. When you're thinking about the big talk, where you're really going all in, you're giving it your all, you're pouring all in to this advice that you're giving. It's gonna be in depth. It's gonna be a long one. Here's the thing that I've noticed. When you're talking to some people, and I'm going to go ahead and preface it by saying these are the same people where you've had this talk time and time again. It's not been this in depth. It's been smaller things. Now it's this big ordeal, and you're like, oh, I'll change it. I'll change it. I'll make these leaps and bounds improvements to change it when you weren't even willing to do the small stuff. Whether you were talking or I was talking, you weren't really willing to take the small steps. Now it's a game changer. Why is that? I'll tell you why it is. Because you're not. You're just talking. You're wasting my time. You can't handle the big talk. You showed me that because you didn't put anything into play with the small talk. It's just a new way for you to bend my ear, to get me invested, and let's go down this road, and you're selling it to me like it's new. You can't handle the big talk. I'm not going all in on this. I'm not really getting ready to basically try to take this up a notch, really make it even more so heartfelt, like it's a sequel to a movie. Hey, we got them to cry in the last movie. Let's see how we can really get them boo-hooing. Really, when I'm talking about this is something that we take to ourselves. I'm thinking about it from the standpoint of, it doesn't matter if the advice is big or small that comes across my desk. It doesn't matter what point a person is in their life. You can learn something from anybody. If it's something that I can benefit from, I really want to take it and try to benefit from it. See, this is the difference. Now, I'm not just talking about me. This is how it is when you're talking to people and they're really trying to improve and do things. Keep in mind, I am not changing the stance on what I've said in many of my other videos when I've talked about how it's fine us talking and you going off and doing the complete opposite of what I've done or what I've said. As long as it helps you make a decision and you're good with it, okay, good. You can move on. But what I'm talking about is, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as what I just stated. I really don't think I even need to take it any further. The reason why the whole reason why the question is brought up on you can't handle the big talk because you can't handle the small, it's really speaking to these individuals that are doing just that. The reason why this situation is so big and it's needing this big talk for us to have is because you're making it bigger than what it is, so you can have me reel back in. No, I ain't. This is not like the last time. This is bigger. This is bigger. So you're going bigger and I'm going bigger. So now it's all in. This is what leads to exhausting situations. I know, because I've been in them. It's a new way for the person to bend your ear. Are you saying not to listen to them? No, that's not what I'm saying. No matter how much it seems like they're crying wolf, that's not what I'm saying. But I have found ways to maneuver around these situations by setting up boundaries. When a person is ready for the big talk, they'll take the big talk. I just had a situation just this week with an individual, not really a relationship there. Really not at all. And they were going through something, and for some reason they felt like they could just talk and tell me what was going on, which they could. It's awesome. And I gave them the big talk. I didn't really know them from Jack. And they were just like, what I'm saying, didn't really know them from Jack. I did, but what I'm saying is it's not that type of relationship. And the person showed their gratitude and, thanked me and told me it was something that they really needed. And what I'm saying is that was the big talk. A matter of fact, the big talk on what we were talking about, the advice that was given, it was already something positive that the person was doing. But they was meeting resistance. They were meeting resistance against things. It was all encouraging. I went all in on that talk. And I could tell this wasn't something that the person had to go and put actions up off into. The reason why I went all in everything that I said, because I wanted them to think back on my words, the conversation that I had, that we had, all the words that I was stating, when they come up against those roadblocks again. Think back to what Ian was saying in this moment, so you can go, hey, you know what? He was right. Let me go ahead and bring down these barriers and keep pushing on. I want this person to be a resounding success in what it is they're choosing to do. So I wanted to be boisterous. I wanted my voice to be heard. It was the big talk. I think that they can handle it. But on all these little small situations where you done did them 100, 150 times and they're just getting bigger, bigger, and bigger, and they're just more time sinks, I don't think you can handle the big talk. Lips feel dry, thirsty. End the video. Stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. You have a good one.